Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGames Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Uh, I don't know if I did take the 5 or 10 minutes, but I realized I had to take a bio break. So, excuse me, that might have increased my time to return. We are now going to start a run of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. But this time we've got installed the restored content mod, and we're going to give that a run and see if we happen to notice any evident differences from the first one. It's supposed to restore like movie cutscenes as well as include bug fixes and things like that. So I'm going to try this. The first time I ran through the whole game, I was as good a Jedi as possible. Second run through, I was as evil as possible. So I was with the Sith on the dark side. And then this go around, I'm going to be as good as possible again and serve as a Jedi. Excuse me. So we're going to start fresh with a brand new game. As you can see here in the title, the Sith Lords Restored Content Modification version 1.8.6. On the left-hand side, you see what my character, my last character was. Super evil. Let me see here. So I'm going to go new game. And then character creation. At the end of the last stream, excuse me, I decided since I'd already been a Guardian and a Sentinel before, that I'm going to try Consular. You know what? I think I've been a Sentinel. I wonder if I was actually no. This actually says Jedi Consulars are masters of the Force and spend less time on combat training, which is something I typically shy away from because I love lightsaber use. This also says recommended for advanced players only, and that's something I also typically shy away from. So I'm going to go with this. In a lot of cases in Star Wars games, I typically create a character that kind of roughly resembles me, but this time I'm going to go for a lady. Let me see, advanced, especially since it's single player anyway. So let me see, quick character. Have the character's creation handled for you. Where you'll only choose your character's appearance and name. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't mind it coming up with its own stats. So it looks like I'm high on Dex and Constitution, Wisdom and Charisma, and Defense. Okay, portrait. I kind of like the touches of the accent colors, but man, she looks kind of ugly. Oh, I'm not big on cornrows. That's alright, but kind of plain. This reminds me of Snow White and the Lord Farquaad hairdo. I don't want to look like Rachel Zegler. Yeah. It almost has like Eon Flux vibes from the points that come at the front. I kind of like all the loose flowing hair in the front. I guess there's no way to actually rotate it around so you can see the back. Well, that's kind of cute. Oh, that's kind of cute, yeah. Oh, she's got little, I guess, little barrettes or something in her hair, and then braids. I kind of like this one. It's got like a Padawan braid. The shape of the braid looks a little weird though. Kind of looks like a paddle. So this one's kind of in the lead right now, although I like the Asian ones. Ooh, I love braids, but I wish there was more to this one. That has something going on in the rear, and it sort of looks like the sides are partially shaved. I like this, but it looks a little too basic, and the ponytail back thing looks like a scrubby brush. This kind of reminds me of Samantha Carter. That's not bad. That has a lot of loose hair throughout. So this one or the man, the face is pretty good too. You know what? I think I might go with the one that sort of looks Samantha Carter-ish. Name. Oh shit! This is the hardest part of all these. Hey, it's a penguin. Well, already looks different. I was a few minutes late. What mods did you get? I only did the very first one, the one we discussed in the last stream, which is the restored content mod. So I'm just going with that alone. Mitra Surik. That's a really good name, but I don't want to steal someone else's name. Although I'm not the best at creating my own names anyway. Um, let me see what the randomizer says. Lelinba Neris. Uli Turs. Siet Marano. Rene Bombano. Honya Don. Malin Taban. Hayden Saper. That almost looks like Hayden lightsaber. Frilqui. Kira Kira. Kira Pets. Dannery Nethel. Cascadon. 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 Vias Gofai. Oh, Gofai Valis. Dan Gofai. Alina Triss. Mataria Morse. Neem Doll. That looks like it should be Dime Doll if you swap the leading letters. Haley Dawson. I sort of like that, but it also sort of looks a little bland. Although I like the name Haley, and Dawson looks like the word assassin. I kind of like this one. Oh, huh? That's the character's real name. So where exactly is that from? Like the comics or something? Interesting. Or is it from were some of these the character is this coming from EU Extended Universe Star Wars? Let me make note of Haley Dawson. HALEE Dassin. Halatabar. Honya Dasa. Padme. Padamorak. Correct Circle. Molecular. Bray Pace. Field Mutsun. Renal Terse. Yarija Lorne. Yarija. Laryl Forn. Jency Jacobs. Alina Pren. Falahanan. Edekwi. Tria Draft. Rennie Karkin. Array Faraf. Gerald Moore. Bria Forn. Anira Nathan. Anira. What if we did Anira Dawson? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Mira Morov. Leia Volm. Dan Falco. Keely. Torma. Isha does. Excuse me, Yara OPTIARC. Jokas Mizan Telly. What if I did HALI? Halle, Decent, Mieli, Charlton, Jenna, Zalar, Helen Grok. Excuse me. Book of Raven, I guess, in the book of Google. Helen. That's Helen Grok. Jen's Pets. Rasta. Shalashi. Shalali. Shield. What if we did Shalali Dasin? Shalali Dasin. Excuse me. Will that fit? Oh, 2 A's. Shalali Dasin. Yeah. As I said, I'm not the best at coming up with names. So let's try Shalali Dasin. It's combining Sheila, whatever it is, with Haley to get Shalali. Okay. Play. The journal is updated frequently. If you're stuck, consult the journal for plot information. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh. All right. I think I lucked out and skipped the...
Multiple home breaches. Proximity alert. The Evan Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention.
Oh, yeah,
the hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online. and dock with the nearby Paragus mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate and that of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue.
Continue the prologue, or skip the prologue. Continue.
Press WAS
Oh.
to move T3M4 and turn. Press caps lock to toggle first-person free look. Hold Control to look about.
Let me back out here for a minute. Icons. All right. So save. All right. So we're gonna do. Excuse me. 01. Ebon Hawk. Wait, no. Actually. Let me see. Can we go to back out of screen? Actually, close. Oh. Seeing if I could get to a movies screen and try and replay the beginning. Excuse me. All right, so.
You have new quests. To view. This room contains a glass steel cylinder and the communications console. To target, you will come across many containers, some of which will be locked. The computer spike you just picked. This is the main hold.
Oh.
Your security skill is 2. Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container, but you can use even broken items. If this old woman appears to be dead, there is a key card on the body that looks like it opens the locker somewhere. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. If you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk, access the map screen by pressing M. This is the cargo hold. Talking to other characters is much like using the computer. Note that some responses may, furthermore, 3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. Luckily, you have already found one. If you repair 3CFD, he can join your party. Success! You have fixed 3CFD. Now...
Yes, I would love it if you would join me. Together, we will fix the Ebon Hawk and save everyone. Follow me if you wish, but if you slow me down, I will jettison you. No, I don't want you to join me. First option.
You chose a response that 3CFD likes. If you continue to treat him nicely, it may open up new dialogue options when you talk to him again.
I can't remember if the original...
3CFD is now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on the portrait or press Tab. Later, when you have more companions, you can add and remove party members from the party screen in the game menu. Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids. You can equip a weapon.
Droid shock arm equipped.
From the equip screen. To open the equip screen, T3F4 must equip a blaster before attacking the sensor droids.
Oh. Durr.
To open the equip screen, click on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen. Destroy all the sensor balls to continue to the next step of combat training. Good work defeating the sensor droids. To continue combat training, open the metal box again, and more sensor droids will appear. Use the keycard you found to open the locker. The impact armor from this locker can be equipped on the equip screen. To open the equip screen, the lock on this container is too difficult to open. You'll need to use a security tunneler to help open the lock. Look in the unlocked cylinder next to this one. If you encounter a difficult lock on a container or door, you can use a security tunneler on it to improve your chance. The lock on this metal box is too difficult to open. You can use one of the security tunnelers you found to crack this lock. Select the security tunneler by clicking on the arrows above or below the security icon. The lock on this metal box is too difficult to open. You can use one of the security tunnelers you found to crack this lock. Select the security tunneler by clicking on the arrows above or below the security icon.
Oh, that's right. Durr. I can't remember if it actually had the voiceover on, originally from the get-go, or if it was just text only.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the main hole. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened.
Okay.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and lines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the...
Actually, I think that voice was part of it all this time.
This is the medical room. You are in critical condition. You will need a med pack to be stabilized.
I'm a total babe.
You have found med packs. You can use one to stabilize the condition of the human lying.
Wait a minute.
The med pack can stabilize your condition. Success! You are stabilized. To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Paragus mining station. But you are not in any danger of dying from your wounds right now. This is the you can use this lift.
You gain small amounts of experience from opening such and such. I'm not sure, but this actually looks pretty nice looking. Looks pretty smooth, all things considered.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This rusted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it. Success! The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage. You have already opened the door to the starboard dormitory. You can get to it through the garage inside the Ebon Hawk. Don't forget to explore. This is the port. The bubbles ahead indicate approach recovering You can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plan to mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage. This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Ebon Hawk. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds.
You can use this lift to take you
Inside. To seek out new life and new civilizations. Republic has struggled to rebuild. Okay, so...
This is the main hold.
Oops.
This is the main hold. This is the cargo hold. This is the engine room. This is the engine room. This is the medical room. This is the engine room. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore power to the port engine and bring primary power online. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive to restore primary power and bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Paragus mining station. Success! The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus. The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until after docking with the Paragus mining station. To access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode, default V. Click the solo mode button at the bottom right area of the screen. While in solo mode, this is the main hold. To access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode, default V. Click the solo mode button.
Oh, I did the wrong one? Outer garage door. Outer garage door. Oh, alright. Oh, shoot.
This is a workbench. With the work, use the work. These sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage doors. You can open and close the doors from here.
Oh.
You can't open the outer garage door without depressurizing the rest of the Ebon Hawk. First, you will need to close the inner garage door. Do you want to do anything?
Wow, shredded.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. When the Ebon Hawk has landed, this is where you will go to exit the ship. This is the starboard dormitory. You found a droid flamethrower. This is one of the special weapons that droids can use. To equip it, open the equip screen by clicking on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen. This is the garage.
Oh.
You can use this lift to take
Do, 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 do. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me. We're just chilling like villains, going into space. Actually, I don't think I needed to come up here.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk.
I think I need to go to Paragus.
This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk. You can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage. You can use this.
Let's go to the oh gosh. Navigation computer.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage. You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment. But the door. This is the cockpit. Do you want to skip the prologue?
Let's continue the prologue.
You can now plot a course to the
Even on the image, it shows that a chunk of the moon or the planet is missing. It's pretty funny.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone or something else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Grenades are excellent against multiple opponents. Target the center of a group for maximum effect. Bactetex.
Awake.
Clear. Well, these sensors. Pretty cool. I'm looking good. Immersion and KOTOR tanks can heal most wounds. If you've lost vitality points during your explorations, return here to the medical bay and use the empty KOTOR tank behind you to heal your wounds. Morgue. Access medical logs.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KOTOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid.
Does she have huge
Aside from the lone survivor,
baggy eyes from lack of sleep?
No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to... Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KOTOR, are already... Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KOTOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Tilo shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown. Warning, there has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures. No, if the ventilation systems are malfunctioning... Evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
Patient life science. Deceased diseases. Recovered. Deceased. Patient treatment. All subjects being treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request resulted in death for all subjects except patient number 3, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Excuse me. Treat injury. Check the last treatment. Lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including number 3. There's no record of who ordered the treatment. Attempt to track the treatment request. Not enough spikes started. Chemicals.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
I thought you were dead. Your voice. I heard it as I flooded in the KOTOR. Who are you? I'll do the voice.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Just stay out of my mind in the future. Now, what do you want? Slept too long? You look dead when I came in. So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you? Let's do the third one.
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor, a result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
If you think I'm a Jedi, you're mistaken. I'm no longer a member of the Jedi Order. How do you know I was a Jedi? If you think I'm a Jedi, you're mistaken.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Jedi Order and I have a troubled history. That's no business of yours. Let's deal with it now. What is this place? Let's do that troubled
So
history.
it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
What is this place? Or, very well, how do we get out of here? All right, what's going on? How did we get here?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain we? Why do you think we are together in this?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Persuade. Are you sure there's nothing else you can tell me about this place?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
We'll see. There's got to be something left alive around here. I'll go look for our ship and some weapons. Is there anything else I should keep an eye out for? Let's do that.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes. Only for proper first impressions.
Persuade. The patients in medbay were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives. Any idea how it happened? Or the miners in the medbay were murdered? Know why? Are you well enough to travel? I discovered the patients in the medbay were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives.
Curious. Why were you spared?
They didn't. I got the same dose but survived. Maybe I'll ask the killer when I find him or her.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
Maybe when I return, you'll actually answer my question, or yeah.
I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours. Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
I'll return soon to make sure you're all right.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
The actress who plays Korea is freaking amazing. Did such a great job here. Probably should have read that. Hold on.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
What did I pick up? Oh, was it a piece of armor? Oh, it's for a droid, isn't it? Okay. Oh, shit. Optimize interface. Security tone. grenades.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Quarter. Listen up, because I'm not going to say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is going to take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Radeon fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm going to need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them. Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Quarter. Listen up, because I'm not going to say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try... What? So...
Accident report log.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the three idiots were grouped so close to the
Mining droid maintenance log.
I secured the step... Oh, I'd rather...
Ooh, 3 of them.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
It must be the room with the 3 droids.
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perception. You can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
You gain passive precognition power. When it's triggered, you should save your game. It's a hint to save the game. Oh, I kept track that this was actually save game 49. That's interesting. That's probably good for the file structure.
You hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
What is happening? It feels strange. The sedatives are wearing off.
It is the force you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming from across a great distance. It's like a sound, but it's been almost a decade. I had forgotten. I don't want this. Not again. Never again. But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Gaining experience will slowly reestablish your connection to the Force. Go to the level up screen and choose your Force abilities. I'm going to auto level up. Da-da-da. Oh, the stealth field generator. Gee. Sometimes you have to aim at just the right angle to make progress. Where's the stealth field generator? Oh, here it is. Let's go back, track. And go where we hadn't covered yet. Oh, there's other areas too I hadn't covered.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Korea, there's only silence. Try and find some way to open the hatch. Ooh, there's my seductive look. It is odd this emergency hatch hasn't opened considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if you could get access to a terminal. Whoops. That one place wasn't the one though, right? No.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Huh. So it doesn't look like I can do anything else but... Oops. Go out to the main area.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Right. said, oh, it's a mid pack, not a data pad. Kind of did a little wobble. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Are you an angel? Ah, I'm just kidding. That's the worst line I've ever used. Hope some poor kid doesn't start using it.
Well, like Anakin. Who are you? I'd keep those eyes up and tell me who you are. Care to explain why you're locked up? What is this place? This facility is deserted. What happened? I don't have time for this. Tell me what happened here and now. I'll do, I'd keep those eyes up and tell me who you are. Or actually, hold on. Yeah.
I'm Atten. I actually wasn't supposed to make it into the final game, but I was created at the last minute. Blame my agent. I was actually slated for a spin-off to Jedi Knight, but I don't want to talk about what happened there.
A reference to Jedi Knight. Oh my gosh. Care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
Blowing yourself up?
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
Paragus 2?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma Juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
This facility's deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
Is the bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left? What happened to them?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors a war, but a war between Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Heard a few rumors, but little else in my travels. I've been away since the Mandalorian Wars. Just tell me what happened next. What happened between Revan and Malak? I couldn't care less about Revan's fate. I had other questions for you. I've heard enough. Let me ask you something else. I've heard a few rumors, but little else in my travels.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak, then went to Korriban to unite the Sith against the Republic.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. There was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's Grand Crusade finally consumed her.
How long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
I had some more questions for you. Enough history. Let me ask you something else. This discussion of Revan is pointless. I need to know what happened here.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I don't know. This facility seems abandoned. Don't you know what happened to them? Stop playing dumb. You must have seen what took place.
From my beautiful view in the security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone, look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan and we can go from there. How can you help? Seems you were locked up for a reason. How can you possibly be of any use to me? Let's do that.
Just in case you don't understand the trouble we're in, let me lay it out for you. This facility is a series of mining tunnels dropping kilometers into the asteroid's core. Every worker and droid here has been cleared, then triple cleared for hazardous operations. This facility has an operational threat level so high they don't let uncleared starships in system out of fear that an accidental engine discharge will create a very brief, very hot new sun in this sector. You know why? Because every asteroid in this orbiting minefield has deposits of Paragian fuel within it. That means when one decides to pop, its brothers and sisters are going to come along for the ride. One explosion, you might survive. But 100? 1,000? You'll be riding out of here on a comet trail, Jedi. So if something's gone wrong here, you can cling to the Force all you want. But nothing will stop this place from going critical.
Somewhere in your idiotic rant, you failed to explain how you can be of any use to me. Do you have some plan for getting out of here? Let's do the idiotic rant one.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this self-security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here.
One thing first, the patients in the medical bay were killed with a lethal dose of sedatives. Know anything about that? Where the miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why? Why don't you tell me what to do and then we'll see. I might be able to fly a ship out of here without you. I trust you, and if we work together, we may be able to get out of this mess. I'll switch off the cage, but if you try and run, I'll cut you down without a second thought. All right, I'll let you out. I'll return, but for now, you're staying put. Let's do the miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Want to know if you knew anything, and you don't. Nothing, I trust you. Let me out of that cage and we can work together. I'll switch off the cage, but if you try and run... Want to know if you knew anything, and you don't.
So you done interrogating me, or are we going to work together and try to get out of this mess?
I might be able to fly a ship out of here. I might be able to fly a ship out of here without you. Big words from inside a cage. I'm not going to waste any more time on you. fly shit without you.
Well, go ahead and burn your thrusters. If there's been a lockdown, you're trapped pretty nicely on this level. You're going nowhere. Oh, except I have clothes. And this security field is protecting me pretty well from any more outbreaks of poison gas.
Excuse me. I'll switch out the cage, but if you try and run, I'll cut you down without a second thought.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Just stay ahead of me and don't make any sudden moves.
All right, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure bazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and hey!
What's wrong? It sounds like you're about to tell me something I don't want to hear. If I hear any more bad news, I'm going to get violent.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system. It's been cut clean.
That wouldn't be standard procedure in an emergency lockdown.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight and leave us here, trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this console?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Can we contact the miners? Let's see if we can reach someone on the comm.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Wait, what? Dark side points. For suggesting we reach someone on the comms? Dark side? That's a dark side action? Or is it me trying to be snarky? How weird. I'm trying to be as good as possible this time.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger, and it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's going to mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know a word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
No response in the dormitories. Hangar Bay 25. A series of low-pitched whistles and beeps sounds as if there's a utility droid on the other end. Hangar Bay 25. Can you read me? Is anyone there? Answer me. Can you read me? Do a diagnostic, then follow my instructions. I needed another route off this level. Now, we're trapped on the admin level. Can you unlock the turbo lifts? Let's try that. There must be emergency hatches. Try to find one. Or is there someone? Yeah. I'd rather risk it than be trapped up here. Don't question my orders, just follow them. Actually, cancel that last order. I called. Don't question my orders, just follow them. That might sound mean, though. I wonder if it's going to result in dark side points. I didn't even need a security tunnel around the other one. Welcome everyone to the game. This is Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, with the mod installed. Where some of the cutscenes were removed and some of the it included some bug fixes. Oh, I don't have any other explosives, do I? Apparently not. Okay. Huh, weird. Almost looked like it healed itself. Whoa, shoot. What? That's the one I just tried to go into, right? Wow, why is the other got such bad aim? You should be able to adjust for ramps. Not that I'd want him to take me out easily, I'm just saying. Oh. Should I already be in the fuel depot area? Or should I clear the other area first? Dun, 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 dun. This red droid contains a special droid-based item that, when equipped, allows droids to perform special attacks against opponents. This destroyed droid contains an ion blaster, which is extremely effective against droid opponents and energy shields. Only has a limited number of charges, after which it's destroyed. All right, so this is dead end. Sonic data pad. Purge the fuel lines, and I found 3 sonic charges attached inside. I checked the work logs, and only droids have been in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a signal through. I've removed the remote detonators, and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. Ooh, shields up. Droid shock arm. Ooh-wee. There's our ride. Yeb and Hawk. Hangar control, system diagnostics, system damaged. Repair. Several parts have been removed from the console, and laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Repair. Functionality restored. Access hangar bay layout. Return to main functions. Control commands. Run diagnostics. Field emergency subsystems rerouted. Field depot terminal. Check status of emergency. Emergency lockdown procedure activate. Hangar bay sealed. Fuel depot sealed. Open door to conduit removed. Open blast door to the fuel depot. Failure, insufficient spikes. Check the secure cargo hold for resupply. Hangar logs. While incoming and outgoing freighters need orbital drift charts transmitted from Paragus in order to navigate the asteroid field surrounding the mining colony. Transmit asteroid orbital drift charts to Evan Hawk Navic computer. Access denied. Evan Hawk Navic computer locked. Oh wait. Orbital drift charts are constantly being updated. If you download the charts now, they'll quickly become obsolete. Download the charts just before takeoff. Access hangar logs.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the Navicomputer's been voice locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the Navicomputer. It's been voice locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like a old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the Navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their Navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Excuse me. Diagnostic running. Signal unit destroyed. Comm system from hangar inoperative. So I couldn't repair that. Excuse me. Emergency blast doors magnetically sealed. Nothing will open it. Oh, same with that. Maybe it would override with that console. Excuse me. Fuel depot. Let me check the decontamination area. Oh wait, hold on. Is that the area I can't access yet? Yeah. And I can't access the fuel depot yet. I did everything I could from that terminal. So I gotta return to the sub level. Excuse me. Just so you know, I'll probably just go for another 10 minutes or so. Because my time, it's almost 2 a.m. And I need to get at least a little sleep. Whoops. I just came from there. Wait, what? Oh, what? There's nowhere to go. Hangar bay. What? I'm missing something. Emergency subsystems have been rerouted to computer terminal in the fuel depot. That's so weird. Let me look once more. Progress Fuel Depot. And there's literally nothing else to do in here. You can't go through here. Yeah, so it's a dead end. There's some task I have yet to do. Oh, Ooh, vibro sword. Oh, computer spike. Flamethrower. Oh, irreparable damage. Excellent. Hold on. There we go. Dual wield. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, with the missing cutscenes and patches mod. Oh my gosh, only 2 minutes until 2. I wanted to see real quick. Let's see. So I finally opened that. I can't repair him. There was one function I think up here that hangar bay lock. The map can now be referenced on the journal screen. All exits, rooms, and important areas will have their own ID. All right, open blast door. Run diagnostic. Fuel depot terminal. Access to Paragus emergency subsystems have been rerouted to a fuel depot computer terminal, and connecting circuits have been burned out with the mining laser, preventing remote access. Open blast door. Failure. Hangar 25 door control. Warning, conduit removed. Door to the hangar bay where the Ebon Hawk lies has its power conduit surgically removed. You cannot slice this terminal or make a workaround for it out of parts. You'll need to replace the original conduit in order to open it. All right. So at least we're making progress now. Ooh, armor. Droid Impact Armor Mark 1. Okay, so same stuff I've got equipped already. Medpack, I'll stimulate components. Sonic grenade. Progress fuel depot. So another part of it. This area, I think, has the stronger droids. Containment field blocks access to fuel lines below. Seems to be no way to open it. Remote cameras. Fuel line deposits fuel into docked starships. Since no ships are currently docked at the Progress facility, it is sealed. There appears to be some sort of metal case lying inside the fuel pipe, but you can't make it out. Fuel line sensors. Maintenance level. Entrance to droid maintenance area. Droid maintenance area has been sealed by the emergency lockdown. However, new programming has been introduced to keep it from opening even if the lockdown is canceled. There's no way to shut down the field that you can see from this terminal. It means anyone inside the facility is effectively cut off from the hangar bay. Entrance to droid maintenance area? Oh. Droid maintenance area has been sealed by the emergency lockdown. New programming has been introduced to keep it from opening even if the lockdown is canceled. Okay, I read that then. Return to main console functions. System log. Within the past day, a series of explosions within the Progress mining facility has enacted an emergency lockdown. Someone has sliced into the fuel depot computers, created a phantom fuel leak, sealing off the area with force fields to contain the blast, quote-unquote blast. Emergency system schematics. Status deactivated. Open emergency hatch on Progress administration level. Opening done. Return to main console functions. Call up system log. Yes, that's everything. Whoa! Busted. No blasters or other explosive weapons are permitted on Progress, and all ships must.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband.
No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest. I don't really want to talk about it. Are you trying to anger me, or are you just an idiot? I'm wondering if I should more or less go by and be super sweet to both men and women and try and have relationships with everyone, romantic relationships with everyone. We'll see how it goes. No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest.
Hey, I wasn't trying.
Beeping from console.
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
Of course. Looks like it, but it's strange you didn't contact us on the call. We'll see. I don't believe we're out of this yet. Yeah, let's do the we'll see. Well, no, I'll do the Strange he didn't contact us.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
The turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had him open the emergency hatch. We don't have a clear run to the hangar. All that's open is the emergency. All right, let's see the first one.
Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Maybe, but it's the only way out, and it's better I risk my life than yours. A Jedi's life is sacrificed. Besides, someone's got to save our skins. If it's dangerous in those tunnels, then you're the one going, not me. Let me do the sacrifice.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. All right, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Got it. See you soon. Your concern is noted. I'll be going now.
I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
You have received a comm link. Party members or others may use it to contact you to help you provide information. Yeah, I got some light side points. Yay. Oh, no. Not over there. Okay. Here is where I'm going to call it for the night. I need to get some sleep, and I have to hit the head. So I wanted to I'll close here. This is a good spot to quit anyway. I want to thank you all for joining me. I did save it, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Let's do it again just in case. All right. Here we are. Well, again, thank you for joining me. Awesome to see 7 people here. I will continue the adventure probably tomorrow, but I kind of also wanted to get try out more Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, as well as maybe even dive into one of the Tomb Raider games I have. So we have some variety. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out. Thanks very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next video or stream, really.